I will be playing The Show 19.
Hey everybody, Heidi Watney here. Welcome to The Show.
Nine innings.
Stream element spot running elements okay.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And that's in there, base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Welcome.
We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat doesn't matter.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. This ball will be chopped foul. Lester is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, it becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Michael Conforto is the second out of the opening frame. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. McNeil stands at second with 2 gone. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Anthony
Line drive to left. Cespedes is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. This guy won the NL Silver Slugger at second base. Second base has become an offensive position now, and for him to win this Silver Slugger just tells you how good of a hitter he is.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Javier Baez. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. Line towards center field. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Chris Bryant now. In previous duels with DeGrom, he hits at a 364 clip. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Count is 1-2 now. One and two. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. The set and the 1-2. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike in the inning. Stepping into the box, Robinson Cano. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Cano.
On the ground to the right side, Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Batting 7.
So digging in now, J.D. Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Ramos, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Castellanos is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and a strike to count. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Jacob DeGrom. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Strike one to start the at-bat. Bryant trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a
6.
pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
That's into the gap, and a run is in to score. He pulls into third safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
That's a monster at bat right
20.
there. A 1-run lead is fine and everything, but a 3-run cushion feels a lot better. And that's where they stand right now after that 3-bagger.
Peter Alonso is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Here's the young catcher, Wilson
Leading
Contreras.
off for the Cubs,
In previous duels
the
with
catcher,
DeGrom, he's 0 for
Wilson
7. First offering on its way. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively.
Batting
And this
7.
team, they're
The
not going to
second
be
baseman.
moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The
Go,
shifting
Red.
and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Conforto racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 8.
Well,
The
that was
center
certainly a
fielder,
tough play, and
Chase
worth
Day.
taking another look with Show Track.
Hayward.
Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Cano has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 2 full. Mets out in front, 3-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan
Leading off for
Plesac,
the
Matt
Mets,
Vasgersian as
the
Michael
center fielder,
Conforto digs into the
Michael
left side of the batter's box to
Conforto.
start things out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Castellanos is there, and he has it for the out.
The left fielder.
So 1
number
man gone
52.
for the Mets in the 3rd.
Yoenis
And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. 0-1 the count. Now Lester's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber sprinting after it, and they can't run it down. Bases are empty, one man out. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike taken up in
Welcome
the
to
zone.
the stream. How are you today? Don't forget to smack that like button and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I'm buying the show 19.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Lester's 2-0 home. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking, strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. Leading off the inning, John Lester, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count.
That was it.
Here's the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Swinging a soft liner, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Lester on at first, nobody out. The bunt attempt is popped up. Well, that kicks foul at the last moment. So a runner on first with one out now. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. First offering on its way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep into the bleachers and gone.
Well, they were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you one pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of the game can change just like that.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
He's walking me.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
That was
Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now.
Up next for the Cubs.
So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now the double steal is on here. And now they've got him in a rundown. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ramos absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. J.D. Davis, the next to bat. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
J.D. Davis.
Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is there. 2 down.
I'm not getting people on.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And that misses ball 1.
1-0.
1-1 the count now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2-2 the count. And he struck him out. His 7th, and that ends the inning. Let's go down to 1, 2, 3. They're up 3-2.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Now in the box, Wilson Contreras. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Contreras.
Good off-speed pitch
That would have
out
been
in front for strike 1.
Great execution of that changeup right there.
That would have
Great
been the
arm
ball.
action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Contreras gets his lead at first, nobody out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
No outs, so.
Ready with another 0-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
That would have been a ball. 5 pitches.
Lifted in the air to right field. Moving under it, McNeil. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
So
batting,
striding
center
forward
fielder,
now, Jason Hayward comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to smack that like button.
Pitch
That
popped
would have
up.
been a ball.
Cano waits on it.
That's 2 outs.
2 down.
Dang it.
now batting, the pitcher, John.
The next Cub up, John Lester. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jacob deGrom. He'll
Leading
start
off
off
with
the
the Mets.
5th in this one.
The pitcher,
Liner
Jacob
towards second.
deGrom.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Now back to
The
the top
batter,
of the Mets order,
number
digging
6.
in Jeff McNeil. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last AB. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Count even at 2-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in
What
center.
am I doing?
And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big
Now
moment
batting,
in this game. If
number
his
20.
teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
No balls and 1 strike. Lofted in the air out to right field. Castellanos the catch, tagging as the runner from 3rd. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
Shoot. Shoot!
Now at the plate, Michael
Now batting,
Conforto. The
the center
potential
fielder,
2nd run of the inning
Michael
stands at 3rd.
Conforto.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. High pop-up. Bryant has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So
Now
now
batting,
it'll be the
left
4-hole
fielder,
hitter, Yoenis
Yoenis
Cespedes. 0 for 2
Cespedes.
from him so far in this one.
You know, Madden, every team has that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch
Leading off
selection has
for
been the
the
main
Cubs,
reason for their struggles today,
the first
as far
baseman,
too often they've been
Anthony
swinging at pitches outside the strike zone.
Rizzo.
That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Yeah, I would have.
Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been
Would have
hacking
been
at everything
bossy.
that comes their way.
Tried to bury one down
Would
and
have been
away,
ball
but it's a
four.
full count now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he takes
Oh.
3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Ooh.
Nick Castellanos
The
now.
right fielder,
He's off to
number
a fast
6.
start in this one, 2
Nick
for 2, including a home run.
Castellanos.
First delivery to him on the way. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but
The
you
batter,
have to
number
wonder
9.
maybe if the heat is taking
Shortstop,
it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And now a soft liner here to the right side. Foul.
That would have been a good ball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third.
Yes.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the
Now
opportunity they've been looking
third
for right
baseman.
here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no
Ryan.
one has been able
Come on,
to come up
Chris.
with that
Hit
big
a
knock.
home run.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with
Now
one
batting.
away.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. A line shot to
Oh.
third base.
Now batting, catcher.
So our situation as the bases
Wilson.
loaded. 2 men out.
Contreras.
And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat. And a bouncing ball, foul.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Behind 0-2 now. Castellanos on third. Baez on second. Bryant on at first with 2 down.
I would. Yeah. All of them have been
The
outside.
0-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with. Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 on his
off with
line
the
thus
bat.
far.
Bases were
The
loaded.
second baseman, Robinson.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Hit down the line at first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter,
Here's the catcher,
catcher,
Wilson Ramos. He's
Wilson
working on a 1 for 2
Ramos.
game so far. Liner in there for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut,
Now batting.
places it right back
The
where it
third
came
baseman.
from.
J.D. Davis.
Hit and run.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes strike 2. 0-2 now from Lester. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
The batter, number
Now
1.
batting, Ahmed
Shortstop,
Rosario. He's singled in
Ahmed
2 trips to the plate thus far. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting,
Ready
The
for another
pitcher,
shot now. Jacob DeGrom. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He'll get things started
Leading
here in
up
the second
for the
half of the
Cubs,
6th.
The second
First pitch of
baseman,
the at-bat on its way. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there.
I should have went for a second.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching
The
bag
batter,
out there. As we
the
take a
center
look at the
fielder,
line, you can see
Jason
that he's given up double-digit hits,
Hayward.
and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's out number one. Addison
attention,
Russell
please.
is into the on
Pinch
deck
hitting for
circle
the
now
Cubs.
as he'll pinch hit for
Number
the pitcher
27,
Lester.
Addison Russell.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at
I
third.
should've
So the
went.
runners at the corners now with one
The
away.
first baseman, number 44.
Boy, there's a bullet base
Anthony
hit right there, but you have to hold there,
Rizzo.
D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
The right fielder, number 6.
That's just your classic
Hit.
ribby knock right there, Dan.
Day,
He's able to
got up.
turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the
Your
ball right
attention,
there,
please.
able to get that one through
Now
and picks up an
pitching for New
RBI.
York.
Hard hit and a
Number
well-deserved
39.
run batted in.
Edwin Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big
The batter,
mistake
number
there.
9. Shortstop,
Coming to the
Javier.
plate now, Javier Baez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and that'll score the tying run. We're back to even, 4 apiece.
Wow, I think
Now
he took it
batting.
for
Wow.
granted there a
The third
bit.
baseman.
I screwed
Probably
that
thought
up.
he had it in the
Red.
bag, and he just lost
Ryan.
concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it,
Ow.
McNeil. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 4-4.
Hey, hey, hey.
Number
Ladies and gentlemen,
56
your
will take the
attention,
ball now
please.
as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 56.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil trying to keep it
Leading off
going.
for the
A
Mets,
perfect 3 for
the
3
right
thus
fielder,
far. Line to
number
the right
6.
side, but foul. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case him.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
No.
Wow, he's
Number
getting
20.
his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
Called strike 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. Digging in now, Michael Conforto.
Now batting,
It's been a rough go
the
of things
center
at the
fielder,
plate for him so far,
Michael
but his guys are looking for him to
Conforto.
change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sliced hard, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going. And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Dan, you'll take RBIs
Now
any way
batting,
you can get them,
left
but when they give your team the
Johannes
lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And gone into the right field bleachers. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. And it's now 7-4.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fouled off. Still 1-2. Hit well again. Down the right field line. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Cano's around first, on his way for second now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve
catcher,
foul, but
number
he
40,
manages to squeak it
Wilson
just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
In now, Wilson Ramos. Strike one to start the at-bat. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The batter.
Wow, talk
third
about
baseman,
having a pretty special
JD.
game. That's his third
Davis.
single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4 is not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Bryant shading to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out. Standing
batter,
in,
number
Ahmed
1,
Rosario. He
shortstop,
steps in off a base
Ahmed
hit in his last at-bat.
Rosario.
And a quick bluff here over to first, but he'll just stare him back without throwing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. But no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking
Your
out.
attention,
Jed
please.
Lowry will grab a
Pitch
bat and hit
hitting
for the
New York.
pitcher here.
Number 4, Jed Lowry.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Cano at third. Ramos at second. Rosario at first. 2 out in the inning.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. He's right there. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the
Ladies
side
and
is
gentlemen,
retired.
your
Luis
attention,
Avilan
please.
gets the call from
Now
the
pitching
pen to
for
take
the New
over
York
on the
Mets.
mound and start the home
Number
7th.
43, Luis.
Ready for another
Avilan.
chance? Kyle Schwarber. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Into the box
catcher,
now, Wilson
Wilson.
Contreras. He's working on a
John
1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. This one skied out toward right. McNeil is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Bottom of the 7th inning, he'll go at least one plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Hey,
Up
another
next for
base
the
hit
Cubs,
right there, D-Roll. They've already
seventh
stranded 10 runners.
Jason.
Could this possibly be 11?
And that's the name of the game right there, Danny. Hitting with runners in scoring position. You have to find a way to buckle your chin strap and stay in there and fight for a knock.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Shows bunt there, but he winds up taking strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Now batting.
Boy, and they have
Number
not
20.
been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. Standing in now, Peter Alonso. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Now another 0-2, and it's fouled away. McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Foul.
And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook.
Now batting.
Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Hayward is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Moving under it, Castellanos. And that ends the inning. Mets strand
Welcome to
1.
stream.
They
How are you
hold a
today?
7-4 lead.
Thank you for that like.
Ladies
Justin
and gentlemen,
Wilson is
your
on to
attention,
pitch out of the
please.
bullpen in the bottom
Now
half
pitching
of the
for
eighth.
the New York Mets, number 38,
Hey
Justin
hey dropping flag.
Wilson.
And now the Cubs
And
pitcher,
hope
number
you are well.
56.
For the
And he's
Cubs,
getting his first plate appearance here in the
pitcher,
eighth after
number
entering off the
56.
bench just a little bit
I
ago.
have poison ivy on my eye, but I'm doing good.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first.
Oh, sorry to
And he'll
hear
step
that.
on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Cubs,
So the batting order
The
turns
first
over
baseman,
now and set to go
Anthony
Rizzo. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch on its way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
That's okay.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the ninth. That means game over.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and they're at 2 away now. At the plate,
next for the
Nicholas
Cubs,
Castellanos.
the
And they're
right
down to
fielder,
their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking
Castellanos.
too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through at 1 strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Welcome to
Boy,
Shrimp.
and
How
they
you
have
doing?
not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball
And
game
in my
for him
ear,
here.
too.
And those don't come along every day. Stepping in, Javier Baez. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. He's set and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Castellanos at second with 2 down. Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in to start the 9th, Robinson Cano, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. No balls and a strike to count. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number
Striding
40,
in once again, Wilson Ramos. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
I'm not
Ball
letting
1
them
to
score
start the
anymore.
at-bat. The 1-0 home. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
now batting, third baseman.
Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Fouled off. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count remains at 0-2. Ball one, well below the zone. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber moves over, and that retires the side.
Nobody got that one.
Now the skipper's on his way
Your
out toward the
attention,
home
please.
plate area, and I believe that
These
means we're going to
changes
have a
for the
double
match.
switch here.
Now
Seth
pitching
Lugo
and
enters the
batting in
game
the
to
seventh
finish this one off here in the
Number
bottom of the
67,
ninth.
Seth Lugo.
First pitch
Now
coming,
playing
here it
third
is.
and batting
Started to
ninth.
go down after it, and he
Number
couldn't
21,
hold back. It's strike
Tom
one. Lugo,
Frazier.
playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Okay.
Behind
he's doing
0-2
ball.
now. Oh, is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now
Digging in,
batting,
Kyle
left
Schwarber,
fielder,
struggling so
Kyle
far in this one and looking to erase his
Schwarber.
0-4 ball game right here. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Bases are empty, one man out. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. At the plate, Wilson
The catcher,
Contreras.
number 40,
And he needs to make something happen.
Wilson
They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's set. Here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
1-1.
1-1.
Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the two-out hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone
Now
and then
batting,
tried to drop
second
the off
baseman.
speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 1 for 3. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Two mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says Ed Drummond. It's ball one. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. There's ball two as the slider dips below the zone.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And this will bang up against the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now batting.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now. This is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the 9th inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it, it looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 56. And they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, here's a case right here, D-Row, where as a pitcher, you could really help himself. With a 2-out RBI here, this would be a huge run if he could drive this run in.
Dan, this is already a win-win in my book. For the 8-hole hitter to grab an RBI knock, not only does he get the pitcher up, he turns the lineup over for next inning. This is unbelievable.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 7-5, how today's comes to an end. The Metropolitans jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 15 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. What do you have on this lineup as they go for a championship here on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive
Leading
to the
off the
yard, you tell
afternoon for
yourself, even though you
Washington,
felt bad about
the
it,
shortstop,
just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Digging in, Adam Eaton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. 0-1 the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 1 out, nobody on.
Outside pitch.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. Reddick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Stepping up now, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros, the center fielder, George Springer.
Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Popped him up. Gomes is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Here's Michael Brantley. First
Batting
cuts
third,
for him here with the bases open
hitter,
and 2 away.
Michael
Now a swing and a ground ball for the
Brantley.
second baseman, Cabrera. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Juan Soto to the plate now. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Chirinos scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated
So next
hitter,
for the Nationals is the designated hitter, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 0-2 home. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, the second
So
baseman,
bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over.
I'll be right back. My mom wants me to go upstairs for a second.
Be right back.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Astros,
Alex Bregman.
the
He's
third
set to
baseman,
lead off the home
Alex
half of the second. Down the
Bregman.
left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
I'm back.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. A toss behind the back. And the throw won't be in time as he's able to beat out the
Batting
recovery
fifth,
throw at first.
The first baseman.
Now to the
Yuli
plate, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his
Gurriel.
first opportunity in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And this one will bounce into the wall. Bregman rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead.
Well, when you leave a pitch
Batting
that
sixth,
high in the zone like
the
that,
left
you
fielder,
have to expect bad
number
things to happen.
44.
So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
No ball.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first
Batting
out of the
seventh,
inning.
The shortstop, Carlos.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Zimmerman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting eighth, the catcher.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the catcher, Robinson Chirinos. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball. No strike.
In the dirt. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Gurriel on third with 2 out. And he lays off again, ball 3.
3 balls. 1 strike.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
You know, it takes a lot of
I
time
usually
to
don't
watch a
walk
pitch
people.
like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Ready now, Josh Reddick. Scherzer comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
And a fastball
1-0.
misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the hard line. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back.
I'm going to a different game. This will be in my stream. Thank you for watching. Peace.